like today, I feel like today was just the Blake Corum show. You know what I mean? Like it was just
Yeah.
it was just a lot of I think the offense did a good job. Like I said, I would have loved, especially on that 3rd and 4, the 4th and 1s, like some more aggressive play calling. But um, I mean, it was just Blake Corum. I mean, 29 carries. It was he did he man, that dude is a house. Like he's not very tall, but he's stocky. He can wiggle. He can run. He ran really physical today. It was really impressive to see him today. Gosh, one play that I think about, and I tweeted this, was the DJ Moore almost pick six. Like that was, I
DJ,
mean,
you mean
this
Rob Moore?
close.
I mean
No, no,
Rob
no.
Moore, right?
Or I'm sorry, DJ Turner. I'm sorry.
DJ
No, it
Turner,
was
yeah.
yeah, DJ Turner. He had a perfect read on. It looked like it was either like a flood route or a corner or something from the number 2, and DJ did a terrific job of reading it. And it just, I don't know if he just dropped it or if the receiver had a hand in there, but man, if he catches that whole that it's a whole different ball game, whole
Oh
different
yeah.
ball game, and
Oh
he
yeah.
should have had it.
Yeah, those are one of those things where you get a little bit too excited, and you start seeing the end result before you start right and catching the
Hmm.
football. So, those are things that you hope DJ's going to probably hear about doing film session. Hey, no, hey,
You're
that's
right.
6 points. Catch the football at 6 points. So that's one of the things you hope that he corrects, and if the opportunity presents itself again, that he's able to capitalize.
Yeah. Well, because he had the huge interception against Maryland last week,
Yeah,
so he can make those plays, and
yeah,
he did, like I said, he did a great job of reading reading the quarterback's eyes, reading the routes. He did a really good job there, and I think he played really well the whole game. Like I said, I would have liked Michigan to be more in the faces of those Iowa receivers.
yeah.
Because I just don't think they don't have a dynamic guy that's going to run by you. You know what I mean? They don't have a one of those receivers that Ohio State has. They don't. I mean, they don't even have Ronnie Bell, Cornelius Johnson. Like they just don't have that type of deep threat. And I feel like Michigan on the back end is much better than those guys. So would love to get them up, because I feel like most of Iowa's completions were just due to the Michigan defenders just playing off coverage. Like I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
or well, yeah, but then there was also some blown coverages too that Peaches just couldn't hit guys too. I mean, one thing about today is that Peaches also showed it was enlightening to see just really how bad Peaches has been this year. I'm just being honest, like, dude, because even when Michigan
Hold on,
blew,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like, they showed the graphic of like him in the first 2 games. It was like no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, like I don't know, 47% completion percentage, and then they were like, these last 2 games, he's been even better, and it's like it showed like 58% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, and like no intercept. I'm like, wait, so he's got 1 touchdown in the last 2 games, and this is better? Like that
yeah,
that was brutal.
dude,
But
dude,
go ahead.
yeah, because no, there were certain times when like we blew coverages. Like they had like this one. It was one play where they had two tight ends loaded on the right side, and they basically both had stream routes, seam routes, excuse me.
Hmm.
And our safety, I think it was either Rob Moore or Moten. I believe it was Rob Moore. Uh, he took the guy on the left, and the guy on the right, toward his right, was wide open, going down the middle, and Peaches just overthrew him.
Hmm.
And then he also, did the same thing the very next play, overthrew a guy, and then the very last possession they had, he shorted the pass behind the sticks. It's like,
No,
man,
and
this.
think about this, Dre. At that point, it was, I believe, 20-7, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it was 20-7, and it's 4th and 2. And if I'm not mistaken, they came off either a timeout or maybe there was a penalty. I think it was a timeout, if I'm not mistaken. And that was
Oh,
the absolute best play that they had for 4th and 2. A short rollout to his opposite, to his wrong
to his
hand,
left side,
right, his
yeah,
left
yeah,
side,
yeah.
and for like that, it was
Short of the
brutal. I'm
stick.
like,
Short of the stick. Dude, it drives me insane, especially when tight ends seem to do it more than receivers. When like guys run like they run their routes below the sticks. Like it's insane to me. You see where the sticks are before the ball is snapped. How do you possibly run your route behind the sticks? What are you doing? It's pointless for you to do that, especially on fourth down. Like
It it honestly makes me feel bad for the people who joined our stream on Wednesday who were Iowa fans. Like to have to watch that for now, what, 4 or 5 weeks? Like I would be I understand why the Iowa fans were booing, especially early on in that game. I think it was like the
first quarter.
second
Oh, first
drive.
quarter. Yeah,
Well,
my
no, yeah,
bad.
that's what I'm saying. The second drive that they had on offense, they were booing them already. And I'm like, if I had to
It's
watch
not up.
this, I would definitely be booing. Definitely be booing.
It's substandard. For look, they're not a great program, but they're a very solid program. And for the pedigree that they do have, they shouldn't be this bad. I mean, this is embarrassingly bad how inept they are on offense. And Peaches, look, probably is a good young man. I'm not saying that he can't. There's somewhere for him to play, but there's no way he can be their
Mm,
starting quarterback going forward. Because I mean, like the amount of throws that young man missed. I mean, look, for the most part, we were very sound on defense in terms of Michigan, but even when we did blow situations, Iowa just couldn't take advantage of us. And the only real offensive momentum they got was when they started using that stretch
hmm
play and then running play action off of that. So other than that, I mean, they really had nothing that they could do. So,
Dude,
um,
it was you. I mean, I feel like Iowa boosters would probably be ready to pony up $1 million to get Cade there. I mean, is whatever you think about Cade, he is exponentially better than that dude. That
of
was
course,
brutal.